and welcome to Always Tell Me the Odds, a Star Wars Unlimited podcast. My name is Magnus, and with me today, as usual, is Marcus. How are you today, Marcus?
Hello. I'm doing well. A little bit tired as usual on Mondays, but otherwise good. I'm a little bit energetic from the Star Wars playing yesterday in our locals, so that's good.
Yeah, and it's not a Monday today; it's a Wednesday. But it's usually
that's true.
A Monday. When
It
we
feels like
record.
a Monday. It's been a really long week already. That's true.
Yeah,
Usually it's a Monday.
You might have noticed that it was a bit longer in between the last episode and this episode.
Yeah.
And I guess that's because we needed to rearrange to get a better because we do it every other week now. We needed to switch weeks so
To fit better with life.
better with fits a lot better with our lives now. So from now on it's gonna be every other week.
Sure. Yeah.
That's the point, or that's the thought, at least.
Yeah,
we'll see.
And it feels like it's a really long time since we talked on this podcast. It's like super long.
Yeah.
We went from like once a week, and then we said that okay, once every second week, and we started with that, and now it's 3 weeks, and I was like, no, that's too long.
Yep, feels weird.
Feels weird for sure.
Talking.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's start to talk a bit about what we've been up to these last 2 weeks.
Last 3 weeks actually. So it's been long.
3 weeks. Yeah,
it's been very long.
Very long.
Yeah. So we have a new set that came out, the Secrets of Power. So we are in the middle of that, which I think is very excited. And at least I have, been playing on the locals quite a lot, and I've been trying out a lot of different decks. I rebuilt my Ray deck, my Ray 5 deck a little bit, and to a yellow, following random gaming numbers on YouTube a little bit, but I tweaked it quite a lot. But it's fun to try that out, and I have tried out to build a Sabay Data Vault deck. It's a lot of fun to play, super hard, but it's always fun. I look more at your cards than you do when we play, so it's kind of fun. So
I can imagine that deck is quite fun to play. At least I wouldn't say it's not fun to play against, because you're not looking at my hand as much. You're just
when she's
sorting
out.
away some cards from the deck, and
Yeah.
I guess it's not good for me as an opponent, but it doesn't feel as bad when you play because you don't take a card from my hand. Except when she's
out, she does. Yeah,
but you still
get to draw a card when I take one away from
you.
So, but
So it's still the Basine ability, and that's quite annoying when she's out.
Yep.
But
that's true.
It's an
but it is
interesting leader and deck.
It is. It can destroy quite a lot, because I know some games that I've been taking away all 3 Avengers, for instance, from a villain deck. That's pretty annoying, because they really need that in the late game, and if I pick them away in the start, it's super annoying. But it's hard to play though, and I think you need to tweak it quite a lot to get it really good. But I've tried it out. I enjoy that, and I also picked up my old Luke pilot deck that I played the Best of the Rest tournament in Malmö Game Week, and I tweaked that a little bit. For him, Cinta, to plot out Cinta, has been really good, because you deploy him on red 5, you play Cinta from plot, and then you attack with 7, you make 3 damage with Luke because it's on a fighter, and then you make 2 damage with red 5. So it's a lot. So there's some really cool cards for the Luke deck.
Yeah.
But I always fall back to my Dare Yoda. That's like my Yoda Red. I rebuilt it a little bit and upgraded it for the secret.
Yeah, so it's a Yoda Tarking Town now, right?
No, it's Yoda for Red Force still, but I
do the Red Force.
Yeah. Okay. So it's the same. I draw a lot of cards, and I try to find Rey and recycle her a lot. So I can do a lot of damage with her. In some games, I draw her like 8-9 times, something like that. But there are some good cards now for Yoda. It's like the what is that? The upgrade that gives you +3/+0. The red plot card. I forgot the name of it now.
The
ferocious. No.
It's the sudden
ferocity, exactly. So that's pretty good because that makes him into a 7/9, which is pretty good. He makes a little bit more damage, and if you can use that with aggravated negotiations, and since I
aggressive
negotiations, and since I draw a lot of cards, sometimes I sit with like 10, 11 cards on my hand. And he then become a 7, and I do 10 more. So he can easily make 17 damage in one hit. So
yeah, that's annoying.
It's a lot. I really, or I can use that with Luke Skywalker, and he makes like 16 damage in one hit. It's just like this is pretty strong. So yeah. I mean
that feels quite good.
Yeah, I mean we played a little bit. Against each other, and so you kind of know how it's.
Yeah, it feels like it could be a contender to take the tournaments.
I think so. I mean, if you are a little bit lucky and you play it right, and it takes some time to. I've played it a lot now. It takes some time to get into it because it's so much. You have so many tools and you can do so much stuff with it. So, but it's a lot of fun to play, for sure.
Yeah.
And you, what's been going on?
We're the same for me. I guess we've been playing at locals and trying out new decks with the new sets. I mean, the set has been out a bit more than a month now, so it's not that new, but it's still the most recent release set.
We're like in the middle of it.
I like it. There's a lot of fun cards. I really like the plot mechanic. Actually, I think it's quite fun to play with. Maybe because I've been trying out quite a lot Chancellor Palpatine, the new Palp. Always need to play a Palp, of course, if you can. And he's a very fun leader to play. You can almost draw a card each turn. That's quite fun, and so you also get to quite a lot of cards in hand. And then when you get such a powerful deploy turn on 7 with him. So you try to, the deck I play, it's mostly like you try to save to survive to turn 7, and then you get a really powerful turn 7 when he deploys, because he can play like 2 or 3 plot cards the same time as he deploys, and that's quite annoying for the opponent. And he's a big body as well. He's a 6'8" as a leader, so
I mean, I felt that already when we played with the Spotlight decks, when I played with the Padme against the Palpatine. It was like, it was super hard because it's, first of all, you have pretty good cards to be able to survive up to 7 resources. Then when he comes out, it's crazy big. It's really hard. And
I've also tried around a lot with Grand Admiral Thrawn, the Thrawn 4. I really love to play that leader. Played him a lot, and he's got quite some new cards as well. The new Thrawn unit.
So is that your?
One of them. I've tried him with yellow, and that's always fun to like double trigger the legacy run.
It's horrible.
Unfortunately, the thing about the deck is, though, it feels like just like the legacy run is such an important card in that deck. So the games when you don't really draw that card can be
rough,
quite tough sometimes. Can be rough, But when you draw like 1 or maybe 2 or 3 of them, it's. I can imagine as an opponent to that, it feels really bad when you just wipe the board a few times with that card.
I can tell from experience that it is very annoying.
But it's fun, not fun to play.
Have you tried to upgrade your the Thrawn green deck that you played in the PQ and Odin set? Because I
haven't really played it a lot. I've started to like build it a bit and see what I would like to exchange in the deck,
Yeah.
and I haven't really made any progress with that. But I'm
Alright.
gonna look into that as well, of
Yeah,
course.
because you made was it top 4 or top 8
Oh,
at
top
least?
8.
Top
Top
8
8,
at least in that tournament, and it was like 80 people or something playing that. So that was a really good outcome for that deck, and that was pretty spicy, that deck, for sure. So
Yeah,
it would be
yeah.
cool to see if you can find anything to upgrade that with, because it's
Yeah.
So what is your feeling
can-
with Secrets of Power in general?
I mean, I feel like it's a fun set. The leaders, I'm not sure if they're super powerful. Most of them, it feels like most people just take a few cards from the set and put
Yeah.
in like old decks. We've seen the Anakin
Oh yeah,
Data Vault deck
That's got an upswing.
being really good. And any Han you can find feels like it's a good leader.
Yeah,
to
all
play
the
right now.
Han leaders.
All the Hans, yeah.
Yeah.
Just pick a Han and pick a color, and you can make a deck. It's
Yeah.
quite annoying when you, like me, only play villainy.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, I'm not sure if they're too overpowered or if it's just like
I think
the
this
start of a set. It's easier to just upgrade a deck you already have.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I think the PQ season is about to start.
Yeah, it's coming up
right
now.
now. I think
Yeah.
with this coming weekend, we'll see much more on how the meta's gonna be.
It will be. I'm looking forward to that, because it's been a little bit of a slump now. It's like there's nothing going on. It's like, so it will be nice to going into the PQ season for sure.
And I mean, we have a Swedish PQ in the 3rd of January.
Yep.
And I'm in my head, it feels like it's way into the future, just because it's
the next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
And like it's because it's for most people, especially if you like me and you have kids and a family, we're coming up towards like the big holiday season, and
for sure.
so it feels like
it's a lot of family things.
The PQ is not until after all of the Christmas.
So it feels like it's super
New
far
Year's,
in the future.
so it feels like it's far in the future,
But it's also
actually only 4 weeks until
exactly. It's actually exactly 1 month from today, because it's the 3rd of December when we record, and it is the 3rd of January. So.
It's closer than it feels.
For sure. But also you are like, what are you, like 6 people going from Malmo at least? I think
so far. I think 5 of us have made arrangements.
Yeah, I heard someone extra yesterday, so I think you're at least 6 or 7.
Yeah. So probably, for hopefully a few more.
Yeah. So that's good. Yeah,
but it's nice.
I was very skeptic to Secrets of Power when they first starting to show the cards and so on, because I wasn't sure about this plot thing, and I didn't know really about the spy tokens and so on. But I have completely changed my mind. I think it's a great set. I love the plot mechanics, and the spy tokens, I thought they would be super bad, but they are annoying and they are very good. So and it's been a lot of fun to play it in drafts. It's a really fun draft set, I think.
Yeah,
for sure.
The spy tokens felt
like
bad.
Could
be something there.
Yeah.
Like maybe in the future we'll see when.
I have met some.
What we're going to talk a bit about today, like the rotation, when that happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Be something we'll see.
Yeah,
but
I have met some decks.
One of the just going to say one of the best cards, if not the best card in the set, is the Karis unit. That makes a ready spy token when it dies. If you can disclose cards that you usually have in your deck, it's not an always trigger, but it's almost always that you can trigger it. So that's an amazingly powerful card.
It is a really good card, actually. And that
Yeah.
combined, because I've met some decks that have that card combined with Bale or Ghana, is that the name? Where you
that makes,
discard a card and you make a token. Because if you don't start to take care of those spy tokens right away, they build up and suddenly they have 4 spy tokens on their board, and that's 8 in damage. It's like that's quite a lot from token units.
Tried to play Slime more a bit, leader. I think she's a fun leader, but unfortunately feels like she's a bit. It's a little bit too hard to be able to create the spy token sometimes.
Yeah,
I feel like either it shouldn't have like now if you don't know, she has the action of pay 1 if there are 4 or more exhausted units in play, create spy token. I feel like either it shouldn't have cost anything, or maybe it shouldn't have the restriction of like 4 or more exhausted units. Then maybe it could have been a more competitive leader, but we'll see. Maybe it's fun to play at least. So we'll see.
And I mean, that's very important that it is fun.
Yeah.
It's like
we've actually also managed to play some Twin Suns.
Yes. Yeah, we did that. That's a lot of fun. It's always fun to play Twin Suns. We actually had 2 pods, one with 4 people and one with 3 people. I have to say it's not as fun with 3 people. 4 people is absolutely the sweet spot for sure.
Yeah, it is.
But it's still fun. It's so chaotic.
And we had a very like long or 4-player.
You had a really fun game.
Took forever. I don't really remember how many resources we ended at, but I think actually in the end I didn't resource the last rounds because I didn't need more resources. So that was I played my my trench Kylo deck, so
the new
I can
Kylo.
discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards each turn. But the fun thing was that at the end of the game I had deployed trench 4 times. So I really got the mileage out of it. That was quite fun.
That was crazy. It's fun because you and me always said that it's like it's not very much worth to have the very expensive units in the, because you don't get to up to like 7 resources, then the game is over. But that was not the case for you.
Nope, not this time.
Nope.
That's as you said, always fun to play Twin Suns. Always want to play more when I play Twin Suns.
For sure.
It is an amazing...
it's a really good mode. And there is something coming up with that now, right? I have seen something. I haven't read up on that, but...
They are going to release like pre-built Twin Suns decks.
Yeah.
And
that's cool.
I'm not really sure what I think about, because I did hear that the leaders in the pre-built Twin Suns decks will not be legal in Premier play.
That's weird.
And it's going to be interesting to see if they made them. I mean, it's kind of both. It's a double-edged, because it's in one way it's good because you can maybe make the leaders a bit more powerful because it's in Twin Suns, so that's okay, because it's not gonna affect Premier play, and that can be a good thing. But then again, the other side of the edge is that if you like get into the game from the Twin Suns side, then this sounds like let's try out the Premier version.
And then you can't
really
use that.
and you really like some of the leaders you've played in Twin Suns, then you can't play them in Premier, and that's a kind of feels bad thing. So I'm not sure what I think about.
And it's also
I like the thing that I like that they are gonna release like pre-built.
Pre-built, for sure.
I think that's a good thing.
I think so too. But I could use because I think that I think that for me, Twin Suns is just a mode of the game, and it should be the same cards and the same leaders. And it's like, so it's a little bit weird. But as you say, I like that they do like spotlight decks or starter decks from Twin Suns for sure. Yeah.
As you said, I don't want it to be a separate game. It should be the same game.
Exactly. That's how I feel.
See how this pans out. We'll see.
Yeah.
But,
that's how I feel.
So let's jump into today's topic before we get ahead of us.
Yeah, and I mean we are already started a little bit with the twin sizes coming up, and then after that, there's a lawless time coming up, for sure.
Yeah, I guess lawless time is probably a bit before the Twin Suns.
Oh,
I don't remember when they said.
I think that
the Twin Suns text should be released. Was it that?
I think it was before, but I'm not sure.
Okay,
it doesn't matter. In the future, there will be both of them.
Yeah, yeah. So they've actually started to spoil or preview like the cards from the next set. Lawless time.
We actually saw the FFG stream now just before we started to record.
Yeah, and they talked a bit about the cards that has been previewed so far.
Yep.
And like the big thing from this set, I would say, is the multiple aspect cards.
Yeah, for sure.
Is finally in the game, I'd say.
So blue-green cards.
There is a Seb Aurelius that he's a blue, red, white card. So he has 3 aspects.
Crazy.
And I think almost everyone, when they started playing this game, at least if you have played a lot of card games before,
they're waiting for it.
We were waiting for this to be a thing in the game because it's a natural. It's very easy for them to do, and I think also it's
natural progression of the game.
It's a very good thing for the game because they can manage the power level of cards easier because there might be like leaders that you don't want to be able to play a certain card, but if you just make like a green white card, even if you have a red leader, you can play it because you can have a green or a base. But if you make a green blue card, then it's much tougher for a red leader to play. Much harder for a red leader to play it. With the new common bases that's coming with the set, you could, of course, play without the aspect penalty.
Yeah, because that's the epic action. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the common bases will have, there will be 27 health bases, and they have an epic action that says play a card from your hand, ignore one of its blue, green, red, or yellow aspect penalties. You can do that once per game. Unless there will, I mean, they could come a card that makes you reset your epic action. You never know. That could be a thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but that's
it's a little bit what Mon Mothma leader unit do, and also the new Anakin. They ignore the villainy aspect, was like kind of that. An epic action you can use once.
Yeah, this is just once per game.
Yeah,
so that's not. I mean, I think it's gonna be really good for draft and sealed, of course.
Yeah, but for premier,
but I'm not that sure.
3 health is a lot for one epic action like that.
3 health to be able, to be able to play one card.
Yeah,
and probably you need to put even if that's like you have one very important card you want to play in a deck, you're gonna put 3 of it in the deck probably, and you can only play one of them.
Yeah,
for
cheap. Yeah.
Maybe we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. It's hard, but I'm not sold on it just yet.
True. Another thing that I kind of like with it the last time is the whole the system with credits. It seems like they will take away the whole ramp thing with what is it called, the green card, the resupply and so on. So you will not be able to ramp, but you can use credits instead to pay less for your cards. And I kind of like that because as we talked about it, because you mentioned it and I haven't thought about it before, but you mentioned it when we were watching the FFG stream, that means that if they take away the ramps and put in the credits instead, you can still like cheat out cards, but it will make the leaders come out when they're actually supposed to come out. So you can't like cheat out the leaders faster. And I think that is it might be a good thing actually, because you can still play more powerful card early with the credits, but you need to pay for it. But the leaders still come out when they should come out. So I haven't thought
So
about
if you
that.
don't
But
know what a credit
yeah,
is, it's going to be able. That's one of the new things from the set as well. So there is ways to make credit tokens,
yep,
and a credit token is very simple. It stays in play until you use it, and when you use it, you can play a unit for one cheaper.
yeah. So you use them for
So I
pay
think
for.
also that's it feels like they're moving away from ramp, maybe
Yeah,
at least early ramp. I think they're moving away from,
yeah,
because when rotation comes there will still be ramp in the game, but most
true.
of the ramp will is a bit more expensive. Like
Yeah,
there is a spaceship that ramps you when you play it, but it costs 6, I think,
yeah.
so it's quite
It's also a
ramp a
green.
bit later.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the green, the ETH. I don't remember the
yeah,
name of it.
ETH Koth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's like 4 or
but
5 cost.
you need the force for that one, right?
Yeah, true, true.
Yeah,
And you need to defeat
but
him, and
so
so
ramp's still gonna be in the game, but I
yeah,
really like the credit thing as well.
yeah. The
So
resupply is it's very cheap. You cost 3, and it just like suddenly you have one more resource. It's like it's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
to
and
be
the same
honest.
for like super laser technician.
Yeah.
He also costs
And
3, and when he
yeah,
dies, he becomes a
yeah, yeah.
resource.
A Spark of Hope.
Um,
You pay 2, you get the card that
yeah,
was discarded or killed, so you can put that in as a resource. There's some really cheap ones. Yeah, the super
so
laser technician is really annoying.
I really like the credit thing. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to it.
it's interesting.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
And also, I really like that they've introduced like multiple aspects on the cards. I
Yeah,
think
that's
that's a
interesting.
great thing for
True.
the game. I hope they keep doing that.
Yeah.
We did discuss, you and I, that we don't really like that they just move from set to set
Yeah, just
without
move
like
on.
bringing the set mechanics
Yeah.
from the last set to the next set.
I was just about to ask you that
it's-
if there's something that you don't like with it, because that is one thing that I
Yeah.
actually don't like, and it's actually the same thing with when Legends of the Force came out. I think Legends of the Force is the best set so far, as long as I have played. But what I don't like is that they have JTL with all the pilots, and then they went to Legends of the Force, and there's no pilots and nothing else, nothing with that, and it's just only Force things. And then Secrets of Power came, and it just left the Force thing behind, and it's only officials and spies and plot. Only that. And now they go into a lawless time, and it's credits and it's multi aspects, and there's nothing with force, nothing with, as long as what we have seen so far at least, nothing force, nothing plot, nothing officials. So there's like no red thread between the sets. It's just like they're jumping from one to next all the time, and I think that is a little bit annoying, to be honest. Because I would like to have it integrated with like, oh, now we have the force, and we have the pilots, and we have the officials, and we get the underworld here in Lawless and the credits. They could like merge it together a little bit. Maybe that's hard. I don't know. I'm not a game developer. But
Yeah, and I mean it's still a young game, so I think
for sure.
my hope is that they're still like testing out and seeing what
works
kind
or
of
not.
effects in the game works well, and then maybe later on in sets they're gonna bring that back. But
hopefully,
especially for a thing like in Star Wars, when they do the Legends of the Force set and they introduce the Force token, it feels like that's a very important part of the
For
Star
sure.
Wars universe. Like
it
the
is
Force.
Star Wars.
So it would be very strange if you never get any more like units that use the Force in the game.
Really weird.
So I really hope they go back to that. And of course, like most people I've talked to, I don't think I've spoken to a single Star Wars Unlimited player that don't want them to reprint Smuggle, because Smuggle is one of the best mechanics they've released so far in this game. It is the best. I say it maybe it's the best mechanic.
It's the same.
In the game.
Everybody I've talked to say that Smuggle should come back, because it is a really good mechanics and a lot of fun.
I really hope. I don't think, unfortunately, it's going to be in a Lawless time.
Yeah.
Because I think this set was probably too far along.
Yeah.
When they noticed how good Smuggle was.
Yeah.
But I really hope that we're gonna see Smuggle again
Further on, yeah.
in the future,
Yeah.
because it's such a good mechanic.
Yeah.
So
But it might be
that's a wish list, like that they
for sure.
actually bring back the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it could be that, I mean, I don't know anything about this, but it could be that now when the rotation comes, some stuff rotates out, and then now they can start bringing stuff back that they have seen works, and they can start mixing up the sets a little bit more. Because I really think, my feeling is that they should try to make a red thread between the sets, so they keep at least for the 6 set that is active, that those are kind of merged together. And then when, for instance, when the Legends of the Force got rotated out, okay, then the Force goes away. If it's been a good, they can reuse it,
make a new,
exactly,
or a new like Force mechanic.
Exactly, and if it works well and people like it, bring it back when it's like the new Force mechanics. Or if it didn't work, well, then don't have it again.
Yeah, don't bring it back.
Fine.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. I think that is a good way to do it, but hey, again, I'm not a game developer, so
we do refer to rotation.
Yeah,
rotation.
rotation.
I think we talked about it before in this on this podcast, of course. Yeah. But if you don't really know what rotation is, that is from when the next set releases. So set 8, right? This is Lawless Time is set 7.
7,
right?
yeah. So when
7. So sorry, 7. So when set 7 releases, set 1, 2, and 3 will rotate out. You call that a rotation. So what that means is it's not going to be legal for Premier play, and this is going to happen. So every year, 3 sets going to rotate out in March.
Yep.
So we are going to go from 6 sets legal for Premier to 4 sets.
4.
So we're going to have 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah. So the number of cars will decline quite a lot.
Yeah. And then we're going to go to 8 and 9. And then when 10 comes, a new rotation's going to happen. And
I have
4, 5, and 6 going to be.
Yeah. And I have to say, as someone who is new into the TCG, when I first heard of this, I was like, why are you doing that? That is idiotic to do that. I think it's super stupid to do that. But now, when I have played a little bit more than a year, I totally understand why they do that, to renew the game and keep it fresh and interesting. So I think it's now these days. I think it's a good thing. I changed my mind quite a lot about that. I have to say,
all for rotation. I think this and so far we haven't been through a rotation in Star Wars Unlimited yet, but in my mind, this feels like a very good way of doing it as well, because I really look forward to March when we get the rotation, because it's going to be, it's almost going to feel like a whole new game. It's the same game, but it's going to still feel like a new game. Yeah, I think, but it's going to be very interesting.
I think so too. I mean, it will happen quite a lot with the meta and so on, because there are some cards. I mean, I have 3 cards of the Luke Skywalker unit. The blue-white Luke Skywalker that costs 7. That is from the Sparkle Rebellion. It is in every deck I play because it is such a good card. So when that rotates out, what will happen then? What card will I use instead?
What would you play instead?
Yeah, and there are some cards that you see in every deck. There are the Vaders, there are the Salacious Crumbs, there are the Super Age Technicians, there are the Resupply, there are the Luke Skywalkers. There are like the same cards. So when they goes away, you will have I think it will shake up the game quite a lot, but I also think it will make it more interesting and like renew the game a little bit. Yeah. So I'm positive to this.
As a player that's been in the game from start, I'm also looking forward to like the Eternal format.
Oh yeah.
So the Eternal format's going to be a format where at least now in the start, every set's going to be legal in that format.
Yeah.
So that's also could be a very powerful format after a while when you have a lot of sets. It's going to be, you're probably going to be able to build very powerful decks.
Very interesting ones. For sure.
Yeah, because you get so many cards to choose from.
Yeah.
So that's also an interest. It's gonna be an interesting time when
for sure.
we get the rotation. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
So one thing that I've been thinking, I don't know if you should go into this though, but should we talk about money?
Yeah,
Because
why not?
because I've been thinking a little bit when I went into this hobby or this interest, I didn't understand how much money it costs to play, or if you want to, I mean, you can choose that yourself, of course. You don't have to put too much money into it, but I have put in quite a lot. I invested quite a lot because I really like the game, and I like to play competitive, and I want some cards and so on. But one thing that I was thinking about is, like, when the rotation comes, a lot of those cards that I have bought become worthless. I can't play them anymore in Premiere. So I was like, should I really invest more? But I have decided that yes, I should, because it's not super expensive, what I understand. Star Wars Unlimited. It's, if I compare to, for instance, Pokemon that my daughter plays, there are cards that are insanely expensive. And I know this is a little bit of a debate in the Star Wars Unlimited community, because a lot of people think it's the cards are too cheap and they need to raise the value a little bit on the cards. And I think this is a very interesting discussion. And I think it will be a little bit more like on the topic, or come up a little bit more when the rotation comes in. I might be wrong here, but I also think that might be another episode that we should talk about that.
Yeah.
But it is something
We should definitely do that.
Yeah, because it is something I think about when it comes to rotation, because I put in a lot of money into cards that I cannot use anymore. But in the Eternal I can, of course, but not in Premiere. So that is something also that is with the rotation that I see as a drawback with the rotation, but it could also be a good thing, because it raised the values of the cards, or I don't know. So, but it's a thought.
Yeah,
but
I
maybe
think that's for another.
Maybe
episode,
that is for another. Yeah, for sure.
My usually I try to think about card games like not an investment.
It's a hobby.
So I usually tend to like it when it's a bit more. It's easier to get your hands on cards. It's not that expensive, because then I feel like I can play more leaders and more decks. I don't really think that much about it, that I should be able to sell all the cards for the same amount I bought them for.
I agree.
I see it like I'm putting money into my hobby, and the time I'm putting into the hobby instead. But as we said,
I agree that
maybe for another
another. But I do.
But it's an interesting discussion.
Yeah, and I think it's a discussion we need to have also. It's a little bit uncomfortable sometimes, but I think it is a discussion we need to have. And it also comes up quite a lot when I think about rotation. But I do agree with you on that one. It's my hobby and it costs money. So, but maybe we should make an episode further on. So you as the listeners, do you want to hear us ramble about that? And what is your ideas about that, and so on? So if you have any questions or like opinions about that, you can put that on our Discord, and we can take that in and discuss those opinions or questions or whatever in a coming episode. Yeah. So a new set is coming up. We are in the middle of one. As usual, I think it's very overwhelming, but you always tell me this is how TCGs works, and I'm like, okay, I'm down for it. It's like,
and I mean, I like how it works in this game. I've said that before as well. Three sets each year is just enough. It's some might feel like it's a bit too long between the sets, but for me, it's just good enough. It's and it's fun to see like they've started. Now we're 1 month into Secrets of Power, and we're starting to get not many, but a few cards from the next set that we're getting to see like a bit about what the set is about. But we're still, and as you said, in the middle of Secrets of Power, and that's the game we're playing now. Like
the meta we're building
six
now.
Sets. That's what we're building, and but it's still fun to see what's coming in the future. So you start to get at least a bit interested and curious and looking forward to the next set as well. So the closer you get, maybe you get tired of the previous set. and then you can just like focus on the new set.
Yeah. And this is, I think this is also like a newcomer thing, like I am, and you as more experienced, because you see it as it's good that it is like 3 per year, so it's a little bit of a time between the sets and so on. I think they are way too close, because I'm already like just now I'm starting to wrap my head around Secrets of Power, and now I start spoiling new cards, and I was like, no, it's too soon. But I also know that there are people. And most of the time, there are people that are very experienced TCG players that think it's a little bit too long between the sets. So I think they have found a sweet spot here, because me, who are new, are like, oh, it's so much. But the older ones are like, it's a little bit too few. So I think this might be a sweet spot, actually. But I do agree with what you're saying now, that we are playing Secrets of Power. And when the PQs are over and so on, we're starting to get a little bit tired of it. And then it's good to have some new cards coming out. And it's like you can look forward to the new set. And you can start thinking about the new decks, how you can upgrade your old ones and so on. So I think it's a good thing, for sure. So, yeah. So that will be interesting, for sure.
It's a fun time ahead.
Ahead.
I guess
and I have to say this:
4 weeks until I'm gonna play PQ, so I need to start really trying out what I'm gonna play.
You never decided until 2 days before, anyway.
Usually not. Usually not. But, we'll see.
But I have to say that, like, I'm a little bit more 1 year into the game now, and I absolutely love Star Wars Unlimited. It's such a good game. I have been dabbling a little bit. I have tried a little bit other TCGs now. I've played a little bit of Pokemon, as I've said, with my daughter. I played a little bit tried Magic again. I have played a little bit of Weiss Schwarz, and I have looked into Riftbound a little bit. I haven't played that, so I can't say too much about that. But I have to say that Star Wars Unlimited is light years before the others when it comes to how fun it is to play and the mechanics of it. It works so well with the resources and like how it works. It's so good. Yep. I really need to say that. Such a good game.
I agree. It's a very good game.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
So should we also say that the PQ in Sweden is the 3rd of January?
Yes.
But before that, we actually have got a new store in Malmö where we are playing our locals. And it's called Spelgalaxen, the Game Galaxy in English. And they will actually have their first store showdown the 13th of December. So it's when we are celebrating Lucia in Sweden. But then they will have a limited store showdown. And if I understand it right, it will be a sealed Swiss tournament.
Yeah, it's going to be like you could say like a pre-release.
Like a pre-release.
You open six packs, and you make your deck, and then you play games. I think it's going to be best of 3 games.
Yeah,
I think so too. I guess because it's a bit more competitive, being a showdown.
Yeah.
And maybe a top 4 or something like that, depending on how much time they have, I guess.
True. So that will be
it's going to be interesting. And we haven't played a tournament in
limited
sealed yet, that. So
it's
going to be fun to try out a showdown.
So for you who live close and listen to this, if you're living in like Denmark or northern Germany or in Sweden somewhere, the 13th of December, you're welcome to Malmö and meet up with us and play some limited or sealed. So that will be fun. And I think they will have another store showdown, like an ordinary premier store showdown also, actually.
Yeah, in January.
In January, exactly. So things are happening. It's fun. Fun times. Fun times.
It is.
For sure. For sure. So, all right.
Let's wrap this up. So don't forget, we do have a Discord. It's would be very fun if you join us there and tell us your thoughts. We're open to suggestions, of course.
Yep.
There is a link in the description.
And put your fun decks up there. The decks you're building or playing or have want feedback on or whatever. Curious.
You can find us on YouTube also. You can find me and Marcus on the Swedish and international Discord as Dragonfly and Following. And as always, thank you very much for listening, and we'll talk to you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.